Hey y'all, happy Friday. How's everybody doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope y'all had a good night. I hope you're having a good Friday so far. It's not 4 o'clock. The oven is on 400. I think it's around 130, somewhere around in there. I think. I have just a box macaroni and cheese back here. I just put the noodles in. I'm gonna use half of it to make some baked mac and cheese, and then the other half will just be regular mac and cheese. I have the cocktail smokies back here, just simmering away in half of a bottle of the slow simmer hickory smoke craft barbecue, and then a whole bottle of the slow simmer honey barbecue sauce. I mix them. Yeah. Then I'm going to pick some cream potatoes. I've got potatoes over here to peel. I haven't done it yet. Then I got to thinking, I got that pack of pork chops, just those boneless pork chops. They're not thin, they're fairly thick. My family really don't care for pork chops. I don't know why. Well, one thing is I'm not good at cooking them. I normally overcook them and they're dry and yucky. And just like these, probably gonna be that way too, because I didn't follow a recipe. I just got them out, and I went to the cabinet and I got out that Kinder's buttery steakhouse, is it? And some garlic powder, onion powder, sprinkled on it both sides. Put it in my pan and browned it on each side. And then I opened a pack of the Lipton onion soup mix. You know, it's got 2 envelopes in it. I thought I wasn't recording again. I thought I was just standing here talking to myself. Excuse me, y'all. 1 second, okay? But anyway, I just got that out. I took pads of butter and put on each one and just kind of swirled it on each one. Then, I took both packs of the Lipton onion soup mix and just sprinkled in there, and just took a couple of cups of water and poured in it. Put some foil over the top of it. It's in one of my pans, okay? And put it in the oven on 400 and just letting them cook, I guess, until they get done, I guess. I don't know. I have no idea. But I don't know if I'm going to cook anything else or not to go with it, okay? I don't know. But I'm going to do some Sister Shebert's rolls. That's for sure. Amy took the kids this morning to school and daycare, so I slept in a little bit and been messing around a little bit, doing nothing. She's going to pick KJ up from school and take him to get a haircut. I'm going to go pick little Miss Presley Ann up. And then Amy and KJ will come here and get Presley and the food. And then probably won't see them until Monday. Yeah. It'll probably be Monday now before I see them. I don't know. KJ may have a basketball game in the morning. His last basketball game. I'll have to ask Amy and see. But I don't know if y'all can tell, I'm a little hoarse and everything. Again. This weather, hot, cold, making me sweat and making me freeze. It's not doing me any good. Thankfully, we've got some fairly nice, decent temp weather coming up. Yeah. It's a beautiful day outside. It's like 60 something right now. Low 60, 62, 63 right now. But y'all know the next few days it's going up in the 70s for several days. So yeah. And I didn't want anything. I was just going to pop on for a second and say, hey, happy Friday. And just kind of tell you what I was up to. And what I'm cooking. I'm not sure if I'll do anything else or not. It's just going to depend on what I do. If getting this done, and if I feel like doing anything else. So, I need desperately to take some time to go in and read comments and answer some comments. There were like 3 ladies. One asked about why can Amy not cook? And then several others said, yeah, they would like to know the reason for that also. I've told this several times before, but I think they're new, so for the new ones, Amy can cook if she wants to. Amy don't have to. Amy got mama that loves to cook and loves to take care of her family. Yeah. It may be rare for Amy Adam to ask me to cook something. Every now and then they'll send me a video and say, can you cook me this? Or send me a text. I'd like to have so-and-so. I mean, what mother doesn't want their kids to call and ask them to cook them something? It thrills me. I love it. But my mother-in-law did it for me. After Mike and I got married, I was working full-time. I didn't have kids. And I did cook, A lot of times I'd put something in the crock pot or, I cooked. But a lot of days she would call and say, I've cooked so-and-so. Do you want to come by and get it? Or do you might want to come over here and eat? So sometimes Mike and I would just go over there and eat. Sometimes I would just go by there and get us food and take it home. Well, Amy works full-time, more than full-time most of the time. She has 2 bonus sons, okay? Adam's sons from his previous marriage. One is 14 and one is 9. Okay? Then she has KJ and Presley Ann. All 4 kids are very active. The 2 older boys wrestle. Okay? Wyatt, the 9-year-old, he wrestles and he plays baseball. Okay? KJ does baseball, Presley Ann does dance and gymnastics, and now KJ's doing basketball. So, you know, she's very busy. The two older ones now, they don't have to go take them to practices and stuff, games and everything. They only do sometimes, just rare, you know. And so, of course, being who I am, the kind of mother I am, I want to do what I can do to help. One thing I can do is cook so that they will have a meal and not have to get something drive-through, you know, like us feeding the kids McDonald's 2 nights in a row last week when we had them. You know, I just, if I don't cook for them, or if I'm cooking something to Amy that they don't want, she'll do something. You know, she has a crock pot, she has an oven, she has a stove. I mean, you know, she does do what she has to do, you know. But I do it because I want to do it. That's plain and simple. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying, I mean, am I weird or something that I do this for my child? I don't get it. I mean, do other people not cook for their kids? I don't get it. You know, honestly, I don't know. And then, of course, you know, Amy had surgery last week, so, yeah, of course I'm going to do whatever I can do. Take care of the kids, you know, whatever. Yeah, I'm older, and, I got run down. But you know, y'all, even when I don't have the kids, sometimes I just push myself and I don't take care of myself like I should. You know, that's my fault. That's not Amy's. It's nobody else's fault. Okay? Man, it seems like this is just me griping video, right? I'm sorry, y'all. And I'm not, I feel like I'm coming off being mean. And that's not the kind of person I am. I'm not a mean person. But, I mean, I'm just trying to answer that question, you know, about why I cook for Amy. I mean, if your child had a major surgery, okay, and they really, I mean, she's an only child, okay, but she has a best friend, Lindsay, that was right there with her. I mean, Lindsay has 2 little boys of her own and a husband, you know, so, but Lindsay was there to help. I mean, that's what a normal sister would do. Okay? I don't know. Y'all just make me feel like something's wrong with me. Like, I don't know. Okay. It's got to where I can't get on here without being emotional. Okay? I'm sorry, y'all, but anyway, I hope that explains why I cook for Amy. Okay? So, are y'all having anything good today? I'm hearing that there's still some people that are without power. I hate to hear that so bad. I sure do pray that they get it back on very, very soon. There was something, I was having a little trouble sleeping last night, and something came up on my feed about this guy in Louisiana, I believe. He's a lineman, and when the power started going out down that way, Louisiana, somewhere down in that area, he got electrocuted, and he's still in the hospital, I'm assuming. Just from what I could gather, this was his dad's page that I was seeing. But there was one picture, I guess, when they first got him to the hospital. He had the tube down his throat, and he was on a bed, and he was out. And his beautiful little wife was on a stretcher beside him, asleep. Y'all, we gripe and complain about our power when we don't have power. And here it is, this young man, 24 years old, okay, out trying to make sure that all our families have power, you know, that we're warm and able to cook and everything. And I've seen some videos, people, being so harsh about the power companies and everything, and about, yeah, we've been without power, but we will be paying for it, you know. And here it is, that young man is really paying for it, him and his family. So prayers for him, for all the linemen, you know, all of the power companies. It's hard when there is destruction like this, you know, tornadoes, hurricanes. It's hard, you know, for them to have to get out in all this and work. And in, you know, hazardous conditions and everything. So it's made me stop and think how, because y'all, when I get without power, I panic. I can't handle it. But you know what? It's part of life. I have to deal with it. This time I haven't had to. Now, we have in the past. When we had the horrible tornado back in 2011, was it? You know, we were without power over a week. But after seeing what anyway, I want to get off of this, y'all. I want to get on to something happy. Okay. Anyway, I hope that answers the question about Amy cooking. And, this is just the kind of mother I am. Mike's mother was the same way, okay? I took it up from her. But, you know, growing up the way I did, I always wanted to have that 1950s, or, you know, the Leave It to Beaver family, you know. mother, you know, did everything and, you know, have the home and the white picket fence, and that's just what I always wanted. Anyway, y'all, this is a long video just for me to be trying to answer a question and getting off on rants. I'm sorry. I apologize, y'all. I don't mean to come off rude or anything, okay? And as far as what kind of surgery Amy had, also, you know, I'm not, all I'm saying is that she had some major surgery, okay? Just because I put my life out there does not mean I'm going to put every little detail. I mean, there's things about my life that you don't know, and you won't ever know. I have struggles, you know, every day. Every day. I have to ask God to forgive me just about every minute of the day. Okay? So, y'all, please just take it that Amy had a major surgery, and as her mother and her daddy, we're here to do whatever we can to help. Okay? We love our grandkids. Y'all love your grandkids, you know. I mean, a lot of y'all keep your grandkids, and yeah, usually when things are normal and we have the kids just a couple of hours in the afternoon, by the time Amy gets off work and gets here to get them, I'm ready for them to go. I'm wiped. I'm worn out. We just had to kind of do a little bit this last week. You know, but it's been fun too. And we've enjoyed having some extra time with them. So, but I appreciate y'all so much. I do. And I don't mind, being asked questions. But, you know, like I said, I'll either answer it or either tell you I'm not going to answer that. There's, you know, I appreciate y'all. I really, really appreciate each and every one of you. And y'all know, I've said time and time again, how much I appreciate y'all, because y'all are so sweet and so kind. And there's just been a couple that have just kind of pushed it a little bit too much. And I don't want drama. I don't want drama on this page, y'all. I don't want any bickering. I don't want any smirky comments, you know. I know it's going to happen. You know, I know that's going to happen. But me and the moderators of my page are going to just try to contain it from the beginning if possible. If that makes sense. Okay, y'all. I'm going to go before these noodles get too soggy. Y'all have a great afternoon. And I'll be back later. Maybe. I may just do some pictures. I've gotten a little bit wore out. Discouraged a little. But anyway, I'll be back for a good night video. It was late last night, and I apologize for that. But, yeah, so I'll see y'all later, okay? I appreciate y'all very much, I do. And I really appreciate y'all hanging with me and sticking with me, okay? And I love y'all. I really do. From the bottom of my heart. Okay. Bye.